Good morning. It is Sunday morning, and you know what that means for me. It means we are going to Mass this morning. We are at the church right now in Elizabethton. I'm not sure if that's exactly how they pronounce this town. If you guys are from the area, I apologize if I'm butchering it. Wacky is hiking a section a little bit ahead today because he is a little bit pooped out from the last 2 days of hiking. He said it was probably 2 of the worst days of hiking we have had so far, or that he has had so far. He said it was just brutal, the ups and downs, and one of the sections of the reroutes, I believe, he said it was worse than Jacob's Ladder. And I believe our friend, we saw Snacks and Inky he saw Snacks and Inky in one of the books in the shelters. And Inky said something along the lines of, it was as if Jacob's Ladder and I forget who else had a baby, an evil baby. So it was a little brutal. Today would have been about 15 miles for him. And instead he is going to skip ahead to a 10-mile section. And then this evening we'll camp at Carver's Gap, and he'll get started that was the other reason, because it's an hour drive up to Carver's Gap. So by the time he drove up there, he would have lost an hour on this 15-mile section. So instead he's going to go somewhere that the drive is a little bit closer. He'll get started right from there and head out. And we're going to go ahead and go into Mass, and then I guess we'll see what else we're up to today. There is a covered wagon on this road. This is crazy. We've come up with a plan now, and I'll update you on that in a second, but we were discussing checking in with some of these places to see if we could maybe park there, looking at the parking situation for the next couple sections. There's not a lot of safe options. And now I'm looking at this menu that was posted, and I have a feeling Wacky is going to say, maybe we should just stay at the Black Bear Resort and get a bunk or a cabin or something there. We'll see what he says.
We even got a Slack Packer Cafe.
They do. Do you see the breakfast options?
Ooh. I like me some biscuits and gravy.
Have you had biscuits and gravy since you've been here?
No, not since I was in the South, and I was so disappointed that they just use like country gravy rather than sausage.
No
gravy.
pepper.
No black pepper and no chunks of sausage.
Oh yeah.
But that looks like it says specifically sausage gravy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
So today we parked at Dennis Cove, and Wacky is going about 9 miles back. We started north, and we're actually going to go south, I believe. Is that right? Are we going? No. We started south, and we're going north. Okay. We're going northbound, and although this was a section I had planned on doing based on the timing of it, because we are starting so late, I had not planned on doing any big hiking today. It's already about 11 o'clock. By the time I would finish, it would be probably about 8 o'clock, and then we would have to drive up to, because we're going to stay at Carver's Gap this evening. Oh crap. How do I always do that? It's like stuck. Oh my gosh.
I should have been used to that.
Come on. It's stuck again. Holy crap. Ooh, look at that little stream. That's pretty. It's foreshadowing of what's to come. Anyhow, by the time we got back to Carver's Gap, it would be like 10 o'clock at night, and I decided instead, ooh, wait. Okay, so anyhow, I'm all over the place today. There is, from this section, there's a waterfall about 1.5 miles in. So I thought we would hike in to the waterfall. I would show you guys that. We'll hike back out. That'll be about 3 miles. And then we'll go up to where Wacky is ending. And that is at Lake Watuga, maybe? I actually don't know the name off the top of my head right now. But it's where we are going to end this part of our section, and where we will pick up to Aqua Blaze if it's available through Boots Off Hostel. We still have to get in contact with them, and we have to determine if the weather is right to do that. So again, you know, you never know which way we're going, if we're coming or going, and which way it is. We're kind of bouncing all over the place, but I just thought I'd take you guys, instead of not hiking at all today, I thought I'd take you guys to see the waterfall, and then we'll go up to the pond and I'll show you that. Ooh, but look at this. Can you hear the river, the waterfall? Where's your hat?
In my bag.
Oh. We've made it to the entrance of where you go down to the falls where you split off. It looks like a pretty decent steep decline. So let's head down. I realized I forgot to wear my Hokas, and I have on just my regular Brooks running or walking shoes, but that's all right. I just want to show you. It is just straight rocky, at least there's steps-ish, but straight up rock the whole way up and down. I don't know how long this is, but I know everybody that is coming up it seems to be completely wiped out. So I'm just preparing for on the way down is not so bad, other than making sure I don't fall on my face, but I'm preparing for the way up. We're gonna need to take a lot of time to get up here. Somebody for real just pee in the middle of the trail and put their toilet paper there? It's such a weird move, especially when there's other spots to pee. And I mean, of course, pack out everything, but at least if you're not going to, don't leave it in the middle of the trail. It's weird. Ooh, but on a totally different note, I am seeing little peaks of that waterfall. I'm pretty sure that's Frankie and Candyman. Frankie! Candyman! Hey guys! How's it?
I'm like, obviously it's okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But I will say, in the Smokies, almost every night.
Candyman and Frankie are now stuck in the vortex. We're gonna walk out here. Actually, if my feet get wet, they get wet. I have other shoes, so I don't know what I'm worried about. We're gonna walk out and get a better view of this. Whoa.
We'll see how graceful or not graceful this is. You gotta do the hair flip.
You know what? I think we'll just wait for that one. So actually, instead of going back up that rocky outcrop, we're gonna do a little bit longer of a hike. I'm gonna go down just shortly with Frankie, Candyman, and Wacky. And then I'm gonna hit, there is an area of Blue Blaze that's just like a little bit of a different trail. And we'll go up that way and see some different sights. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look what we're hiking on.
No, just around it. Just around the edge of it.
Excellent.
Not moving and answering it. So finally, there's always one guy that's doesn't know what to do.
So this is where I leave Candyman, Frankie, and Wacky for the evening or for the afternoon. I'm headed back up that way to go back to the car. And then we're gonna see if we might change plans again. Man, look at this thing. That ant is carrying an inchworm bigger than him. That's crazy. I think this used to be a shelter, but it was closed due to a fire in 2024. So I don't know what happened here. I imagine somebody started a fire and it got out of hand. Cool that the structure, part of the structure is still here. Huh, interesting. We're gonna keep walking though. Well, I followed the Blue Blaze and accidentally got off the path because this is the way down to the water, which is still beautiful. It's not quite the waterfall we just saw, but if we hadn't just seen the first waterfall and just happened to come across this as a water spot, that would have been really exciting. Ah yes, we were supposed to keep walking in front of the shelter. Down here. Perfecto. I mentioned possible changing plans. We don't know yet because we still have to get in contact with Boots Off Hostel, but Frankie and Candyman are aquablazing tomorrow. And I may have mentioned before, aquablazing is one of the things that I was really looking forward to doing. I love kayaking, I like canoeing, I love the water, so Wacky and I were planning on doing that in a few days. But we thought if we have a chance to hang out with Frankie and Candyman again and possibly make the trip a little bit cheaper if there's 4 of us going instead of 2 of us, depending on if there's still space and availability over at Boots Off, then we will again jump forward and do that tomorrow instead of going back to Carter's Gap and getting those sections done. So that we'll do the following day. We'll kind of backtrack afterward. So I will let you guys know. I'll keep you updated on whether that's a possibility or not. I'll give them a call. Ooh, got spider webs. I'll give them a call when I get back and we'll figure it out. There are some serious rocks through here. Oh, it looks like there's a little section carved out though. And right up there is where we catch back up with the AT and head back to where we started. And here we go, back down the stairs and to the covered bridge. I don't know why I said covered bridge. Clearly it is not covered. I think I'm still thinking about that covered wagon from today. That was so cool. Here's our friends with the horses again. I mean, we don't know them. They're not our friends. If you can see them in front of Wacky. They're just galloping away. What in the world? Okay, but we turned off the road and here's the covered wagon on a completely different road. So they must not be together, or I don't know. I am so confused. Made it to Boots Off and we're gonna go down and get checked in. I don't see where the cabins are, but I'm sure they will explain that to us when we get down there. We are in tiny cabin number blue. Okay, Wacky, go ahead and reveal her. Ooh, that is air conditioning that you hear. Yes. Well, I will.
The heater.
Oh, okay.
If you need a heater,
Nice.
Wait.
Are there plugs? Oh, that's the outside
light.
light. There's one underneath.
Oh.
Okay, lights, camera, action.
A coffee machine?
Are there?
With coffee.
Oh, look. There's plugs there. We got restrooms. Showers are there. I believe that's the bunkhouse. It's a big property. All right. Woo. Oh, that is cool as heck. We're squeaky clean and we decided to come out to Logan's Roadhouse for dinner.
New York strip, broccoli, and a sweet potato.
No, that should be a ribeye.
Yeah.
Ribeye rare.
I've done the Justice of the Peace and I've done the Catholic wedding.
Okay.
All right. To the same person? Okay.
So
I'm guessing Catholic was first, Justice.
Nope, other way around.
You were able to get an annulment.
When my Thursday.
We're finally back at the hostel. That took 2.5 hours. It was a bit of a mess, the whole dining experience. But you know what? Our bellies are full. And we're back here. My teeth are brushed. I think some people are hanging out up here at the common area at the hostel. I might hang out for a little bit. And then I think we'll head to bed. Tomorrow is the Aqua Blaze, which is very excited about. I'll see you guys tomorrow when we're doing that. Good night.